Hi folks, doing Hero of None here with your Mundus Minutes on April 5th, 2019. Tonight we're going to be going over news, golden merchant stuff, and luxury merchant stuff. So first up, there is double experience events going on, and you can get this by going and getting your cake voucher inside of the Crown Store, making a cake, and then anytime you create that cake in the real life, and eat it, you're going to be able to get double experience until May 9th. Great time to get your alts leveled up. Great time to make a new character if you haven't already, or get your friend in and have him play and level up with them, because they're going to be a lot of experience during this time. During this event, you can also get the different companion styles, be it the Prophet, Lyris, Tharn, or Saisahan, each week as this goes on. So the first week, April 4th to the 11th, this week right now, you can get the Prophet style by doing your daily writs. The April 11th to the April 18th, you can do delve bosses and roll bosses to get Lyris' style. April 18th to April 25th, go into Cyrodiil and Battlegrounds and complete quests in there to get Admiral Tharn style. April 25th to May 2nd, do any daily dungeon or trial quest to get Saisahan style. And May 2nd to May 9th, do any daily quest out there, and you have a chance to get any one of the styles that you didn't get from the previous weeks. During this time, you also have the chance to get luminous Indrik berries, which you should also get anytime you open that cake and you use it. You should be getting event tickets, but get these berries during this time frame, and you can actually upgrade your Indrik mount up into a luminous version of it. You can only get these berries during this event here, so make sure to go in and get those berries and those event tickets if you haven't already and you really want to get that mount. The new Twitch drop schedule has been released as well. Bethesda streams on April 12th, 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern during ESO Live. April 13th, 12 to 2 p.m. and April 14th on 4 to 6 a.m. For TwitchCon EU. I know that's 6 a.m. as well. That threw me off when I first saw it too. April 26th, 6 to 7 p.m. Just tune into the twitch.tv/Bethesda stream during that time, and you'll be able to get Twitch drops during that. For all ESO streamers, tune into anyone that's streaming Elder Scrolls Online between April 4th to April 7th. Anyone that's streaming between April 19th and April 21st. That is for all ESO streamers. You do not have to be a member of the stream team to be able to do those drops. But if you are a member of the stream team, or you know somebody that you do watch that's a member of the stream team, April 15th to April 16th, there will be drops just for the ESO stream team as well. There's also a special event going on for Make-A-Wish charity stream for Tamriel Down Under. That's going to be going on April 19th to April 22nd. You can take a look at the link below this video for all streamers that are currently involved in this, so you know who to tune into when Twitch drops go live on that. There's a new Crown Store showcase out. I'll also link that down below so you folks can browse that as you want. And there's also a new update on combat direction by Brian Wheeler on the forums, discussing some of the changes they're going to make and various changes with update 2022. From what it looked like, they're going to be reworking a lot of the active abilities in this. So a lot of the class abilities, a lot of the weapon abilities, and just trying to make a pass over to make sure that if it does damage but not an ability, it's higher in damage. If it does a side effect but not, in damage, it kind of goes down a little bit or costs more or other things like that. You can read all that on the forum, but they have not released what is going to be changed yet. They just kind of, hey, we're doing this, and this is what you're going to have to expect when the changes come live. So you can take a look at that down below in the link. Now, next, let us take a look at the luxury store and what's on the Golden Merchant tonight.
I searched.
All right, so first off, Alinor's Pedestal Shrines. Trinimac, nice little sword. Altar of the Divines. Sigil Stand. Sigil of Akatosh. Dragon with his little hourglass. Sigil of Arche. Sigil of Dibella. and Sigil of Gilianos. So basically the Aedra, those divines that are getting their place in the sun. You'll probably see some of these next week as well as they keep on going through this pantheon. For 20k, kind of expensive to be honest. Altar for 50k, I guess that might be worth it. Trinimech kind of looks neat. I would probably get that for 50k. The Alano Pedestal Shrine is kind of big for 10k. I'm actually kind of surprised it's more expensive or less expensive than the other sigils here, but I suppose if you like the Aedra, you can get those. Next on the Golden Merchant, take a look here. So for 150k, Briarheart Band is currently on sale for the Golden Merchant. Weapon critical, stamina, weapon critical, and when you do critical damage, you have 10% chance to increase your weapon damage by 449 for 10 seconds. This effect occurs, any critical strikes can also heal you for 609 health. So if I can occur once every 15 seconds. I would definitely recommend getting this. 2 bands for this for 150k, especially if you do not have Rothgar with this, which this comes from. This is a good set to get in general, at least right now. If you're running anything like VDSA, you probably want to have this set. If you're just running standard PvE stuff, this can be pretty good. Pair it off with something like Spriggans. You have a trial-ready build with just this set. It does have less uptime, I'd say, than certain other sets. Maybe Ravager gets a little bit more weapon damage and has a little bit more uptime, given that this is based off critical damage. But still, this is a good set to get. I would definitely recommend picking this up for 150k. Ring of Moranus, health, physical resistance, and stamina. When you roll dodge through the enemy, you deal 2,539 physical damage and knock them down for 3 seconds. This is a terrific set, let me tell you. And that's my April Fool's joke for the week. This set is probably the worst out there. This comes out from Gold Coast, the Dark Brotherhood set. And yeah, this could not be any worse. The amount of damage this does is bad. The CC it does is only minimal, and you have to do a roll dodge through the enemy to do this. I mean, if you're trying to do something like a bowling build, this might work okay, but just not good enough. I mean, if this was much, much higher, if it reduced the amount of your roll dodge, and then the enchantment on it is just not good. Don't get this set, guys, please. I'm begging you, don't get it. Ring of Nicholas. Spell resistance, health, and when you block a spell projectile, you have 25% chance to reflect the spell back at the enemy. Interesting set. I see people use this once in a while inside PvP. Honestly, not a whole lot though. The spell resistance here is just kind of dead traits because you get so much resistance already with heavy armor. But this reflection when you block, people do use this to make a reflection build at times. I've seen this used with Desert Rose as an alternate set, and I can't say it's good or bad. I just see it used once in a while, and honestly I don't see anything special with this one here. I'd probably pass this up unless ZOS makes a change to make it so, you know, spell resistance is more needed on certain builds. I mean, otherwise just pass on it. PvE, PvP, you won't be using that. And for 250k, definitely want to get it. Barkskin Ring. Maximum health, stamina recovery, physical resistance, and reduces the duration of immobilizations and snares by 50%. When it mobilizes, an immobilization or snares apply to you, heal for 200 health and restore 1,000 stamina. This effect can occur once every 5 seconds. Interesting set. I'd actually recommend possibly getting this for PvP if you're running like a simple heavy tank build. And you don't have any way to get rid of snares in general. Shuffle, for example, on medium builds would work out pretty well. And Rally on two-handers would work out pretty well. This, again, is more of a stamina-based set, so that's why I'm kind of going those stamina-based cleanses. Other than that, can't really say it's a really good set here. Just for the reduction of the immobilizations and snares is really where it's really useful. The health and stamina recovery, not the worst, I would say, especially with some long running snares, it can be useful. But I haven't seen a set that really, or a build that really uses this that much. Again, maybe something like a non-CP campaign, it might be useful, but otherwise, I'd probably skip over that for 250k. If you really wanted it, probably go to the zone that it has bark skin. I believe that is inside of Grantwood. Don't quote me on that. You're gonna probably take a look on the Elder Scrolls Online armor sets. Vexia. I'm trying to remember where it is, but whatever. But take a look up on it and see for yourself. Now, Lambrius's arm cops, max magicka, and deal flame or shock damage. You have 10% chance to summon a meteor shower to damage damage types of 1,478 damage to all enemies in 4 meters every 1 second for 5 seconds. Each effect can occur once every 8 seconds. So I can kind of get through this go. So you deal flame damage, you deal shock damage. So you're using a flame set, it's going to do flame. If you're doing shock, it's going to do shock damage. Both are going to go with spell penetration. Honestly, though, I don't think many people are going to be really going for one or the other, because there's not really many people that would need to have it. You know, I can see it being kind of useful for flame DKs or for Sorks. Ultimately, though, it's a shoulder. You can get this with keys just as easily. It's really not meta set for either PvP or PvE. So, probably skip that one. Mighty Chuda arm cops. Spell resistance, physical resistance, and deal 1,000 or add 1,164 health, and also have major ward and major resolve at all times. So the 2-piece bonus. I do see people use this a bit just for the physical and spell resistance. If you're really low and you want to put something on your to give yourself a little bit extra, and also for tanks in certain PvE content, this actually can be useful, because getting major resolve and ward all the time and being able to take that off your bar gives you a few more options. But again, it's shoulders. You can get this just as easily from those chests with the key, and honestly, most of these are infused, so you want to get this in sturdy anyways. So you're gonna have to spend gems to get this changed over, and then top of that, you're paying 100k for it. I would skip it. But anyways, guys, that's your none. That's your Mundus Minutes for April 5th, 2019. I'll see you here on Tamriel.